Alright, this is the biggest mistake beginners make in chess. It is playing blitz. Let me explain. One question for the beginners out there who plays chess is, do you want to improve? Because if you only play casually, then this video is not for you. But if you want to improve and you want to get better in chess, then listen up. If you want to improve, then train your analysis. As a beginner, blitz will not help you with your analysis. And I'll explain why and how you can train your analysis better in my step-by-step guide later. So all the grandmasters did not start by playing blitz. This guy right here is Nakamura. He is a recurring blitz world champion. I mean, world champion in many global tournaments, not just the FIDE tournament. Him, Magnus Carlsen, Caruana did not start by playing blitz when they were learning. Because blitz won't teach you analysis. Let me explain. It will teach you shallow thinking instead, and it will ingrain in you bad habits. That will put a limit in your growth potential. What you want is deep thinking. What I mean by deep thinking is accuracy, correctness, and proper planning. You don't get that in blitz. All blitz players just respond to what happens in their situation, respond to the move of their opponents, and always look for the most time-efficient move, which is not good for your growth, not good for your accuracy, because you only want the best time-efficient move, but not the properly calculated moves. How's that? Like accuracy. Blitz will only hurt your progress. Your analysis will become worse if you play blitz. When you're under time pressure, can you make accurate moves? Think of it. If you're under pressure, you're more likely to sacrifice pieces or sacrifice good positional squares. Even me, I can play well when I'm under time pressure. I don't think accurately. So, here's reacting versus planning. In blitz, you're trained how to react. When your opponent moves, that's the time you think, that's the time you make a move, and you come up with a plan depending on how your opponent attacks you. But that's not how you train chess. You train chess by planning, being familiar with your lines, and thinking that your opponent will respond with his best possible counter. Because if blitz, you can just play tactically, just pin something and expect that guy to be under time pressure, and then if he doesn't see your fianchetto bishop that's sniping him, your fianchetto bishop, then you can just snipe people, and you can just do some basic tactics and hope for the best that your opponent won't see him. But in classic, in standard or rapid, you play quality games. You learn more about the game. Your mind actually expands because you gain new experience and new insights every time your opponent hits you with a move you've never seen before, a move that has quality and depth to it. And that's how you improve. That's how you get better in chess. That's how you get a chance to play against the better opponents, because you're familiar with the caliber of the caliber of move quality when it comes to your opponents. And that's why in the beginning, my coach didn't want me to play blitz. He always wanted me to play classic or rapid. Speed comes later as a result of your quality games. If you have high quality games in rapid and standard, you will see the patterns, because most of your opening lines are just repeating itself, and the quality variations, once you internalize it, you can, the more you play it, you become faster at repeating those patterns, repeating those lines, and you get faster at tactics as well. You gain speed when you easily spot patterns and you fully memorize your opening lines. So by playing higher quality games, the longer you play chess, the more things will feel natural. The more things will look familiar. So the tactics becomes easier and more familiar. The positions become easier and more familiar. And even your quality of moves become better. And that's when you become fully familiar, that's when you should go to blitz. When your opening lines become second nature to you. Just like training martial art. You start with the proper technique before sparring, before you start slow before you go fast. So, what I advise you to do as a beginner in chess is increase the time control if you lose through time. So you start with rapid. You start with, for example, if you start with 10 to 15 minutes, if you keep losing, then increase the time control. You might try 30 minutes. This encourages you to think properly, to think quality moves, and to really win the game instead of winning the time and tricking the opponent, which won't work. Tricking your opponent won't work in tournaments. Hoping for the best and doing random tactical moves, thinking the opponent won't hit you with the best possible response, will never win you tournaments. So, this is crucial to improve your analysis. For new players, train your analysis first. Analysis first. If you want to improve. Start with rapid. Time will come that you will be familiar with your opening line and spot predictable patterns. And that's the time where you can play blitz, where the opening that you spam becomes kind of boring and kind of familiar. That's when you play Blitz. If you want to dominate your friends in chess, try the Beat Your Friends in 30 Days challenge, where it's custom to your skill level, it's improvement guaranteed, and I'll give you a full refund if the program doesn't work. Click the link in the pinned comment.